Have you ever felt like your mind was in one place and your body was in another? Like you're physically present, but mentally you are somewhere else. In today's video, I want to talk to you about the mind-body connection, how important it is, and why you feel so disconnected. So for starters, I want you to know that the mind and the body are a wonderful team that is constantly working to keep you healthy, keep you happy, and keep you safe. But you need to program what healthy is, what safety is, what happiness feels like. Otherwise, the mind and the body are kind of going rogue and just figuring things out from the thoughts you think and the feelings you experience. So it's important that you get clear on what you want, what you're feeling, and that you start to tune into your inner experience. So we're constantly living in two separate worlds. There's our external world where the earth is inhabited by animals and plants and humans. These are the things, the living creatures that we're sharing our experience with. And then there's our internal world. And our internal world is our thoughts, our emotions, our physical sensations, the choices that we're making, the inner conflicts that we're pushing through. And when you don't pay attention to the inner experience, that tends to lead to a lack of discipline. And that lack of discipline is simply not being able to control the inner environment. So all those times that your thoughts are wandering to all these different places when you're really just trying to focus on one thing, chances are you've never practiced how to focus. Or maybe you did and then you stopped. And practicing focus is just like stretching. If you don't do it for a while, you get tight muscles, but you can always come back to it. And in my next video, I'm going to talk about a great practice for gaining clarity and improving your focus and concentration. But let's get back to this video. So there's the mind that needs discipline, and then there's the body that needs discipline too. Because the body is simply a vehicle for the mind. The mind is a wonderfully powerful tool, but without a conduit, without a vessel to push that power through, it's useless. And the same goes for the body. The body is a wonderful tool to experience life through. We have our five senses. You know, if we're blessed and lucky enough, we have all of our limbs working for us. And our body needs to have power being pushed through it in order for it to act. It doesn't act on its own. The body is a vehicle for change. But if you're lacking discipline, then the body is a victim to your thoughts and your emotions. And that's why when we get emotional, we eat, we drink, we party, we numb, we try to, push away that internal experience. And that's because we're lacking discipline. We're lacking the discipline to take care of the body, to take care of the mind, and to pay attention to the inner world so that we know how to take care of these things. A mind without a body is wasted power and wasted intelligence. And a body without a mind is a wasted vessel that can't be directed to what needs to happen next. So they complete each other. And it's so important that you understand that together, they're really powerful. But in order to create an even more powerful and aligned connection between them, you have to take care of them separately. So let's talk about mind-body wellness. The mind needs discipline. That could be meditation, that can be a concentration or a focus practice, that can be visualizing, getting clear on your day or your goals or what you want out of life. Whatever it is, whatever modality you choose, the mind needs discipline because its tendency is to focus on something. It wants to pay attention. It wants to look. It wants to analyze. And if you're not giving it intentionally something to look at, to focus on, to get clear on, it's going to start doing that on its own. And that's when you feel like your thoughts are going crazy. That's when the mind latches on to a certain thought or, a certain experience and just keeps reliving it over and over. And then there's the body. You need to take care of your body because it's actually your home. This is where you live. And this is the vessel that your brain works through. You're moving. I'm moving my hands. I'm talking to you, and you're receiving this because the brain's working. But in order for the brain to work at an optimal level through the body has to be at an optimal level. And that's why people say, drink your water, eat your fruits and vegetables, go for a walk, get sunshine. These are things that need to happen for the body to work at an optimal level. So when they're both healthy, and then they can start to work together, but you still feel that disconnect of your mind being in one place and your body being in another, that's because the thinking mind, when you're lost in your mind, it either works in the past or the future. It doesn't want to be present because in the present moment it has nothing to figure out. It has nothing to analyze. In the past, it can get you thinking about all these places and things and people that you've been around and that you've done. And then in the future, it can help you fantasize or worry about what comes next for you. But in the present moment, it needs to relax. And that's a challenge for the mind sometimes, especially if it's not disciplined. So let me know in the comments below, what struggle are you going through with your mind or your body? Is it disciplining your thoughts? Is it disciplining your physical state? Is it taking care of your body, having enough water? Is it not paying attention to your thoughts, or are they just taking over your day? Because you're not alone. There's so many people who have not learned that they have the power within them, but they need to apply it. They need to practice that awareness, and they need to become aware of their internal environment. Here are a few tips to start healing your mind-body connection. The first one is listen to your body. What is it telling you? And when you wake up in the morning, how do you feel? Ask yourself that, and then pay attention to the feeling. Number 2, first thing in the morning, pay attention to your thoughts. What are the first thoughts popping up for you? What is your mind trying to grab onto? What is holding its attention right now? And is it serving you? And the last one, try identifying their connection. And it can happen in such subtle ways. Try identifying when your brain tells your body to do something and then your body takes action. So often we are in the mode of autopilot where we're not paying attention to why we're doing what we're doing. We're just doing it. And our mind and our body have gotten so good that we don't have to pay attention. It'll just get things done. But what we're trying to improve here is the quality of the mind-body connection. We're trying to improve our wellness levels. And in order to do that, you have to pay attention. And you have to program your mind and your body to let it know what wellness looks like, what it feels like, what will optimize your day, instead of just going through the motions that you always go through. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about the wonderful practice of meditation. And this is specifically for skeptics. So if you do not think meditation is for you, you're gonna love this video. I'll see you there.